An Indian fighter jet happened to fly past a Pakistani military train and discovered it was loaded with heavy weapons. Realizing that the Pakistani military was plotting a war, the pilot quickly turned back to report. However, just as he was preparing to fly back, the Pakistani army suddenly launched a fierce attack. The pilot quickly took cover, but due to the close proximity, the fighter jet's fuel tanks were pierced by the enemy's concentrated fire. The alarm sounded, but instead of parachuting to safety, he piloted his fighter jet behind the mountain, then turned it around and flew close to the canyon, circling in front of the train and launching 2 missiles at the tracks. The train driver, seeing the damaged tracks ahead, immediately applied the emergency brakes. As a result, the locomotive veered off the tracks and overturned, followed by the following carriages crashing into it. Explosions and flames. Seeing the train completely destroyed, the 2 fighter jets turned around and retreated toward the border. On their return journey, a hidden Pakistani military base on the ground discovered their presence, and the Pakistani commander activated the air defense system, locked onto the Indian fighter jet, and launched 2 surface-to-air missiles. Detecting the rapidly approaching missile, the 2 fighter jets immediately separated and flew in different directions. The captain, with superb piloting skills, guided the missile towards a mountain peak, sharply pulled the control stick to begin climbing, and just as the missile was about to hit, he made a sharp turn to avoid it behind the mountain. Meanwhile, the other fighter jet was being pursued by a missile, and the situation was critical. The captain quickly made a judgment, ordered his pilot to jettison the external fuel tank, and then adjusted the angle of the fighter jet, aiming at the location of the external fuel tank and strafing. The missile was attracted by the heat of the explosion, deviated from its trajectory, and plunged into the fireball, successfully detonating. The 2 fighter jets rejoined and accelerated across the border back to base.